Hi folks, this is Lee Gettess with the Market Sense for the week of June 10th, 2014. The charts we're going to look at come from the Trade Navigator software, and we're starting with a weekly bond market chart, and you can see bonds had a really big week, and this will be true of all the financial markets. Big week last week, a whole bunch of news that they had to digest, and they got through it. This week's rather slim by comparison, and I would expect them to either consolidate or show some follow through on what they started last week. And you can see they broke down pretty hard last week, and so far this week they're just trading inside to the previous week. I thought maybe that support, that red line lower moving average there around 135.08, I thought that might hold if they were going to turn right back up, but that does not appear to be the case. The support is down here, let's call it 134.06. If they break that, they'll probably be going to the mid-Keltner band, but somewhere around this low and that projected low, somewhere in there should be the support to hold them this week unless they're in a lot of trouble. It's possible that they could rally all the way back up to 36.12 or even 37.18, but I would have expected them to hold right here in this area if they were going to do that. So the question is just, are they going to break down, or are they simply consolidating and not really going to bother either support or resistance this week? Stocks, similar situation, but not quite the same. They rallied hard on all the news last week. Don't have a whole lot of news to jostle them this week, and they're being awfully quiet. They could possibly go up to challenge the resistance up here, which is around 1962. The support they need to hold to continue the trend up is around 1924, and they're nowhere near either of those areas really, closer to resistance, but they're just extremely quiet. Wouldn't surprise me if that's the way they remain, just quiet. It also wouldn't surprise me if we just sort of get, not with this volatility, but just get this kind of action just straight up well into the summer. There's not a lot of activity, but that means there's not a lot of selling. It could be sort of an interesting summer. They would need to break below 1890. That's the lower moving average here. They would need to break below that to show any real weakness. And, as you can see, that seems rather unlikely from what we've seen so far. So I don't know that they'll go challenge resistance this week, but they could. And they might just stay quiet and maybe set up, after consolidating, maybe a potential breakout next week. So that's what we've got for you today. I hope you can find something profitable to get yourself into. Thanks for checking in to see what we think.